Good evening, Goffstown, and welcome live from the Grizzly Den with some bonus coverage of the JV game, 43-23, your baby Grizzlies. I'm here, Bob Bartolucci, here with Rob Foreman for tonight's Grizzly action on a Tuesday night. And, Rob, exciting, riveting JV action here.
Yeah, well, it was really low scoring, and now it's up in the 44-23 range. So felt like they were stuck on those low numbers for a long time.
They exploded because it was in the third quarter. What was it, like 20-3 or something?
Yeah, so good to see some offense from the JV girls. Well, we're back in action. You were away at the BG game last week.
Yep, so last Friday night.
Got a chance to see them in action on Friday night. Give us a little recap what you saw.
Disappointing, Rob.
Oh, I missed a good one, huh?
Yeah, it was more the same what we experienced all year. It's been a very difficult season for our Lady Grizzlies. This started out very low scoring, which is, let's face it, it's in the Grizzlies' favor if it's a low scoring game. We don't have the scorers to pace with any of these teams that are putting up a lot of points. Halftime at BG ended 16-16.
Well, that is in our favor then.
Yes, can't get much low scoring than that.
No.
I thought both teams were putting on a little clinics on how not to play offense because nobody was really hitting many shots. You had our Wonder Woman. Of course, Meredith hit a few, and Morgan hit a 3, but not a lot of offense from either team. But I was very impressed with the way the Grizzly defense was playing. We were limiting their shots. We were keeping them to the outside. And obviously keeping the score low, which is in our favor. Third quarter, though, the proverbial wheels fell off the bus, and the Grizzlies stopped doing everything they were doing in the first half right on defense, continuing do the same things they were doing wrong on offense. And as a result, I believe we got shut out in the third quarter, or we got maybe a bucket. But by the end of the third quarter, from halftime 16-16, by the end of the third quarter, we were down like 34, either 16 or 18. So needless to say, we were getting smoked.
Dug a big hole there.
Yeah. We did make a little bit more of an offensive effort in the fourth, and with a stunning, amazing three-pointer by Addie Glazer at the very end.
Yeah, kind of a chuck, I understand.
Yeah, she was more or less on the side and just chucked it, and she was the most surprised person that went in. It was nothing but net, too. It probably was the best three-pointer we've had all year.
Right, and I think what was great is just before pregame tonight, she came over to tell us the story about it. And in her mind, in the moment, the girl was 6 feet tall in front of her, and she had to kind of
block it out.
Had to kind of angle her arms and chuck it from the side. And she said it wasn't until they went back and watched the video she realized the girl needed a ladder to even block the shot. She was
correct.
A much shorter
and she
girl.
Was, instead of being like literally on top of her, she was probably
several
good
feet,
4 or 5 feet away.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny in the moment. You know, this huge girl's gonna block my shot.
In Addie's defense, I remember it the way she remembered it. So she's the one that claimed the reality of seeing the replay.
Yeah.
So the game ended, what, 50-30?
48-30, yep.
48-30. Yep. So it was good old-fashioned spanking. In the second half, you knew it was over, but it was too bad, a little disappointing. So tonight, we have a game against the Green Wave from Dover.
Yeah.
So what can you tell me, Rob, about
Well, it looks
Dover?
like they're one of those teams right in the middle of the pack. They're 8-5, you know, so they're tied with the Portsmouths, the Timberlanes, the Keens, right there in the middle of the pack. They have 2 outstanding scorers. They have Lily Nassif, who's averaging 18.5 a game. She scored 34 as her high this season, and then Avery Littlefield, who's averaging 13.5. So,
and her high is 32.
32. So they can score. Much like we saw with Keene, they had 2 really good scores. They had actually a few good scores, but they had 2 high scores. We got to control them. You can't let these girls put up 32 points. It'll be a long, long night. So, got to focus on them. You can't forget about everybody else, but I think we got to tie down that defense, keep that low scoring.
Well, I think we're looking, hopefully it'll be as exciting, too. Hopefully it'll be the same type of action that we did see last week against the Keene Blackbirds.
Yeah, you know what? I thought that it was one of their most complete 4 quarters that they put together. There's still some highs and lows in there, But overall, I thought it was a good 4 quarters.
Right, and well, of course, what made it better is we came out on the winning side, which hasn't been too often this year. But yeah, I do agree with you. We played really well against the Blackbirds. I think this team is similar. The records are similar.
Yep.
I think the style is probably similar, where you've got 2 main offensive threats that obviously the Grizzlies are going to have to watch and try to control to really have any opportunity to be in this game at the end. And just like we mentioned before about BG, I mean, controlling their scoring is going to be the key to the Grizzlies having any success.
Absolutely. And it looks like, as I remember this, Lily Nassif, she's a senior, but I remember seeing her 2 years ago here. She's got some height. She's over
she was
6
big
feet
then.
tall.
And yeah, she's big now.
So
clearly bigger than everybody.
Yeah,
on the
that
court.
poses a challenge for us because we're not really gifted in height across our starting lineup. So we're going to have to get creative, I think, on defense. Hopefully we can trap the ball. That 1-3-1 seems to be a good fit when we run that correctly. So can't let her get the ball, I would say, inside 10 or 12 feet. She looks like she'll have her way.
Yeah, no, watching her here warming up, I mean, not only is she clearly taller than anybody on the court for either team, she looks very athletic, too.
Yeah,
it's not like she's not going to be a big, slow-moving mass. I mean, she looks like she can get around.
Well, yeah, she moves very well.
So Grizzlies, same thing. Feel like we talk about it all the time. The offense. What are you looking for offensively, or what do you think are going to be the keys for the Grizzlies to stay in this?
What I like is when we start hot, and that means we hit a 3 or 2 threes early on. You know, one of those coming from somebody like Morgan Dodge. If she starts early, she seems to have a really good offensive game, and that kind of helps her with the defense. She tends to move her feet better, a lot less reaching and fouling. So you want her to get that shot early on. I like to see Reese, you know, when she gets that ball turned to the basket, and think that I'm a scorer and maybe I can pick up a foul on their best player and maybe get that player on the bench. Wonder Woman will get hers and she'll do her thing. But we're still missing that one more person that's got to step up. Is it an Addie? You know, is it somebody like Peyton who's going to come off the bench? Who's going to be that person to help us out to get that balanced scoring?
Right. And remember what I think, if I remember correctly, what helped us a lot with the Keene Blackbirds, I think it was for the first time this season, too. We had 3 of our much-needed star players all were in double digits.
Correct.
And we haven't experienced that. As a result, it was our highest scoring game all year.
Yeah, you know, I think if you think back to the preseason show we did, you know, it seems like years ago now, but we talked about they needed to have a balanced scoring. Their 3 big people had to have double digits. That had to be a given every night, and that most likely was going to be Meredith, Morgan, and Reese. Those were the 3 that should get us double digits. And on a night where you get one of these others that contributes 8 or 10 points, that's a bonus. And then the other part was the defense. You got to be able to stop people, and we've struggled at times to stop people.
Yeah, I mean, we always know when we talk about how basketball is a game of runs, right? Both ways.
See, I've taught you a few things, haven't I?
It took me a long time to learn, but I've actually picked up a few.
And now you hear it on TV, right? You hear other people talk about it.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching, I think it was Gutfeld last night. One of the panel people on Gutfeld, she goes, I watched the Super Bowl and I actually saw a pick 6 and knew what it was.
See?
That's the way I feel sometimes with you. It's like, oh, I know what that means.
I know what they're talking about now.
Yeah. But yeah, it seems like we've always been, it feels like a lot this year we've been on the losing end of those runs.
Yeah.
And it's just something we're not used to here with the Grizzlies, but with a younger team, that's just what we're going to have to continue
and I
to do.
think, you know, you bring up a really good point is how do you stop those runs and limit them to 4 or 6 points and not a 10 or 12 point run? Because you get a couple 10-point runs and all of a sudden you're down 20 or 25 points. It's a different game. You're still down 8 or 10. That's manageable. You can get back in the game.
Well, and the other thing, of course, too, which years ago was less of a concern when you do get down, when you did give up or not play defensively well and give up a 10-point run, we had the scorers to come back.
Yeah.
This team just doesn't. Like I said, our season high is 50. Dover's had a few games. I know we were talking earlier. They were in the 60s, so they're averaging well above what our high water mark is.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's true. The key is going to keep this as low scoring as we possibly can. And if we can be within 4 or 5 points by halftime, then we have a shot if we come out good in the second half.
I agree. We got to limit those spurts where we just kind of dig ourselves those huge holes like a third quarter against Fiji. We don't put up any points, and it's tough to come back from that. Really tough. The other thing we've said over and over, but again, you see these girls, and we're 3-9 at this point. There's still smiles on the faces. They like playing with each other on the court. They're a team. You can feel the energy. No one's given up, and that's, we've said, that's credit to the coach, credit to the culture that they built here. These girls are in it to have fun and to win when they can.
Well, and that's why we're in it. Let's face it. I mean, like I said, I went down to BG on Friday, and even though we were getting thoroughly spanked, I mean, our whole bench erupted like we won the championship when Addie got that buzzer beater at the end of the fourth quarter.
Right.
It was really a nothing basket, a big one for her. But and the team acknowledged that, and I think that you're right. It goes right to the culture and. Why you and I like all these girls and stuff, and why it's fun to be at these games and kind of watch them and hopefully get some success, because it'd be nice to win another game after a couple losses.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's talk about what we got coming down the pike here. We got Manchester Central on Thursday, weather permitting.
Yeah, and that game was already a game that made up for last week.
That's right.
When we had snow.
We'll see. Check your schedules and your internet and your forecasts. And then we go to Winnicott. We're home against Exeter on the 18th, which will be senior night.
Yep.
And then we go to Spalding, and then we're home to finish out the season with Portsmouth here. So a few more games here. You can listen to Bob and Rob at our best.
It's unbelievable. We were talking earlier that the season's almost over.
It just flies by.
It'll be over by the end of the month.
Oh, we have a special guest now.
We have a special guest?
We have a special guest.
We have a special guest.
How are you? We're live. We're live.
Well, the line is that we are just saying that we are going to have to keep this close defensively. It's got to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
The story is, too, the Norfolk girl probably is everything they have on the team, 54.
Yeah. Yeah, she's averaging 18 and a half.
Through her.
Yep.
And if we can't stop her, it could be a long night.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right. So there's the expert analysis there. We got to stop her. And
and she's averaging
18 and
like
a
you
half,
said, 18 and a half or season high at 34 points, which is pretty good.
I didn't know if he knew we were live on the air.
No,
I thought,
he didn't.
Oh, goodness. he's going to pull a Bob and say a word he shouldn't say.
No, never. Very good coach for many decades.
Yeah.
And been volunteering and doing the scorekeeping and for like ever.
Yeah,
I mean,
forever.
he's part of the foundation. He's one of those like Al. They built the building around them.
Been here forever.
These guys were here when the woolly mammoth was walking around, and they built the school up.
That's right.
So so we should see more of the same type of lineup that the Grizzlies have been starting with.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've liked to see, and it was very good at BG too. It was obvious Peyton Duff, that sort of controlling influence on the team. So it's good that we have the seniors. Senior night's coming up. We have 5 seniors that are going to be honored and talked about and praised. And I was actually thinking about that earlier, and it just feels like yesterday, but now it's been a couple of years when you were out there.
It was, yeah.
As
it's
a
an
parent.
emotional night. I mean,
as a parent, what was that like for you?
It's hard. I mean, you spend so much time. If your kids choose to play sports or be involved in any activities, you as a parent are driving them around forever when they're little. And it's late nights, you're eating sandwiches on the road, you're eating dinner at 8 o'clock at night, you're giving up your weekends to be at these activities with the kids. So when you get to senior night, it's like the culmination of 18 years. You're like, oh, wow, this is it.
Right.
And they go out there, and they always have a nice little speech prepared about each kid and what they mean to the program. So, you start hearing that, and you're like, oh, this is real. And now she's not going to be here anymore, and I'm just going to be the old guy sitting next to Bob watching more games. So, yeah, it's a special night, and we'll get a chance to talk about those 5 next week because they've all put their time in with us.
Yep. And once again, it's another good group of kids.
It is. They are.
As it is, every year, I feel like I'm saying the same thing about them. But that's what keeps us coming back.
Yeah.
So Al says he has some kind of announcement or something.
What's he doing tonight?
Well, I don't know. He was telling you, I thought.
Oh, he was going to announce to the Dover parents, but I don't really know that there's any here that the game was going to be broadcast. So.
Oh.
Yeah, that's his big announcement.
Oh, it's going to Dover right now?
No, they can log in.
Oh, they can log in.
Yeah, log in.
Okay.
Oh. So we're going to do lineups here. You want to talk about the Dover starters because we have those.
Yes. So, why don't you announce them?
Well, all the pressure on me, huh?
Yes. I got to do it all game. You just got to get their names right once.
Well, let's see. We'll wait till they come out because we got the camera on the Dover bench here. So as they come out, we'll tell you who they are and a little bit what we know about them. We have limited resources, but I do my homework.
Yes, you do.
I give us some information.
Does that have a height on Lily?
No,
I can't believe she's.
Yeah, I would say she's
6'3".
She's tall, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get a good look when she comes and shakes Bracey's hand over here. I'm guessing Bracey's 6'1", 6'2". All right, so here we go for Dover. Oh, 5'8". Here we go. Number 3. Violet Burt, number 3, 5'8". She's a junior.
We'll get the heights.
Yep. 6'2". There you go.
Well, she seems taller than that.
Yeah, Lily Nosef. That's the big score. She's 6'2". Yep, see, she's taller than Bracey.
Yep.
And then Chloe Healy's a sophomore. And our next one up, Avery Littlefield.
She's the other scorer.
5'6". Yep, she's averaging 13.5. So.
Yeah, and she's much smaller.
Yeah. Leah Peck, number 25. She's a senior, averaging about 6. So, I think, as I would guess, the ball's going through Lily Nosef, and she's going to get hers and kick it back out to number 12, Avery Littlefield. So, all right, tell us who the Grizzlies are starting tonight.
So the Grizzlies, we have our typical starters, the ones who start all the time. We got, of course, Wonder Woman, Miss Meredith Winterburn. Got a chance to see her sister Ava play very well.
Good.
Did a lot of minutes for Snoop. Then, of course, we got Addie Glazer, the architect of the major three-pointer at the end of the BG game. We have our young sophomore and rising star,
Yes.
Reese Still. And then we got our point guard, Jenna Shannon. She looks so much smaller now compared to everybody else. And then, of course, you got Morgan Dodge, who's really our wild card in a lot of ways.
Some nights you just don't know what to expect.
You don't know what to expect. Well, you always expect hustle. Yes. That's one thing from Morgan. She's gonna leave it all in the court.
That's right.
One way or the other. So we're gonna take a quick national anthem break here. We'll be right back.
And all amateurs with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, that was
There we go.
Great rendition of the national anthem.
That's right. You know, I got to tell you a quick story. So straight across from us with the Goffstown Grizzly shirt on, about 4 or 5 rows up, that's the Winterburns grandfather.
Oh, yes.
So
Yep, from Keene.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, we're out in Keene, and the game's over, and I'm waiting in the hallway to talk to my daughter. Nice job. She's going to ride the bus back. I'm going to drive back. And he comes up to me and says, "Are you Rob?" And I said, "Uh-oh." I said, "I am." He goes, I listened to you on TV." And I'm thinking, who in Keene is watching Bob and Rob? He said, "You and Bob are great." And he goes on, lots of compliments. And I said, "Can I ask who you are?" He says, "Well, I'm Ava's grandfather."
Yep.
And I said, "Oh, well, that's really cool that you get to watch the games." So
Yep,
I see him. I haven't seen him in a few weeks. So
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while,
Yeah.
actually. This season, I got to sit with him many times, also
Wow.
up in SNU.
yeah,
So,
it's just a funny story.
yep. So here we go, tip off, and comes out to the green wave. And shot from three-point land by Violet Burt. Oh, they only gave her 2 on
Yeah,
that.
it
I
was
guess
2.
she was just inside. Looked like she was further away here. Morgan over to Shannon. From now you got Meredith directing traffic here. Over to Morgan Dodge. Out to Reese Still. Jenna Shannon back to Still. Just does not want to handle the ball. Come on, Reese. Jenna's got it. Jenna's going to go in. Denied and kind of kept out by Peck. Green
It was-
wave
it was a
intercepted.
Good cut by Meredith. It was just a fraction too late pass from Jenna on that one.
So Nassif fed it back to Peck, who goes for a three-pointer. Nassif again underneath, just towering over everybody. And somehow she missed that.
Yeah, you're going to have to get a body on her. She's going to get some rebounds down there.
Yep. And that's why they got Addie out there. So Addie's going to be, she's got her hands full tonight. Meredith with a long 3. Just off the rim. That's picked up by Healy. Healy brings it over to Littlefield, to Nassif. That's Miss Burt underneath. And Glazer comes down with the rebound. Now Meredith comes down the court, directing traffic. Tries to go in.
Wow.
Yeah. Got some contact
Yeah,
with
it
Healy
was
in there.
contact.
So Peck did a layup in front of Jenna Shannon. So it definitely looks physical underneath.
Yeah, and I haven't called the foul yet.
Well, don't jinx it.
Well, we'll get one here.
Jenna Shannon takes a long 3 and hit it. That was a nice shot by Jenna out in Vaughn's corner there.
Oh, it's corner.
Hits that one. Avery Littlefield coming down for the green wave. Littlefield over to Burt. Over to Healy and underneath to Nassif. And
Yeah, if you let her get the ball on the block, it's tough to
It's
stop.
going to be real tough. That's why I said Addie's going to have her hands full with her. So still, the Glazer over to Meredith Winterburn. Winterburn looking to shoot, gives it to Still. Still's going in, out to Morgan Dodge. Ooh, Meredith thought about taking another 3, went into Still. The Dodge to Jenna. Oh, off her knee.
Yeah,
we were controlling it a little bit there.
Yeah, but we're
The turnovers, we
going
can't
back and
get 'em.
forth across the perimeter. We got to look to attack the basket. Somebody's got to drive and, with authority, take it hard to the basket.
Listen, we don't want to get into a shootout with them, so
No.
I don't mind taking a long time on offense, but we can't afford turnovers.
No.
We really just can't let that happen. That's 2 in a row on 2 possessions here. Long 3 by Burt, and she hit it. And this is where, this is where the green wave, this is where we're going to get hurt if they do these waves.
Yeah, there you go.
These runs. And Grizzlies have to be able to get something when they go down, especially when they take a lot of time off the clock.
That was
Still
a
goes
great
in.
move by Reese, though.
She faked it, went in.
She did everything right. Everything right. Just didn't get the bucket.
See, that's a turnover I don't mind having. Just can't have the sloppy ones. Oh, another long 3, this time by Chloe Healy. So the Green Waves widening their lead, 11-3. Still here with the ball. The Glazer. Still and Glazer almost ran into each other, and that caused just enough for Healy to get her hand in there. Nazif. Back inside to her, went off her leg. Winterburn gets the steal. Morgan Dodge now goes in for the layup. Throws one up. I like her going in for the shot.
I do too. Oh. And then she took her teammate out.
Yep. Dodge and Winterburn kind of run into each other. Long shot by Burt. She hits another three. That's two for her?
Yeah, she got 8 total points, 2 threes.
So wise timeout here by the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Seem to be running around a little bit defensively.
Yeah. I haven't been able to stop them on any possession, and they're hitting the three. They're getting it down low, and 14 points already. So.
Yeah, and you throw in a couple of turnovers.
Yeah.
A couple of missed shots. A couple of layups that we did have that we missed, I thought were good shots.
They were good shots.
You had Reese Still going in, which you want to see her keep doing. I don't want her to get discouraged from that.
Yep.
And then Morgan Dodge went in and took a layup.
Absolutely.
And that just went off the rim and came out.
Yep. Oh, we got to continue. Let's see here. We got a replay coming here. We got to continue to just work that ball. And again, like you said, it's not a bad thing to take time off the clock. There's no rush for us. But you got to have a purpose, and the purpose is attacking the basket. And when it's there, you got to drive. And if there's an opening, take it and go.
So Jenna Shannon with the ball moves it down to Still. Still out top of the point, kind of directing traffic. I want to see her under the basket, though. Morgan Dodge. Oh, she thought about taking the three.
She really did.
Winterburn. Still back to Dodge. Dodge is going to take the three now. That looked good. That was nice. Right out of her hand, that looked good. Had a nice arc to it, so that's good.
Maybe that's that early shot that'll get her going.
Yep, now we just got to get a stop here. So Littlefield throws it over to Peck. She tried to go with Nazif, and Winterburn was right there to kind of deflect that one off. So now you have Healy here who's going to inbound this for the Green Wave. Over to Lily Nazif. Over to Littlefield. And it's going to be a long three.
Another three.
Yep. For Peck.
Yeah, Peck. Yeah, 5
nice
quick
shot.
points for her. Yeah.
It's going to be really tough if they're hitting threes too, and you know we're trying to guard them in the paint.
Right. It's tough to contain a team that can score everywhere on the floor.
Right. Shannon here with the ball. Out to Meredith Winterburn.
Oh, that had to be a foul.
That'll be Addie's first foul.
No, I think it's on the other team. Nope, you're right. 14.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Adley actually got hit
slammed
first.
in the E-lead. I don't know about that.
Oh, she did hit her pretty hard. I thought she got pushed from behind, but she ran her over.
Yeah, that would be charging in hockey. So in basketball, is really a. All right, Littlefield to Peck down to Nazif underneath, and we had 2 Grizzlies all over her.
Might be Addie's quick second.
Yeah, and so Addie's going to get another foul, so that's going to bring in O'Meara. Addie's not happy about that, but I think it was a good foul. I mean,
yeah.
Otherwise, they're giving up points.
Just think she got that one on the other end.
Nazif hit it 2.
Nazif, that's her second bucket.
Yep. We got Winterburn here. Over to Still. Back to Winterburn. Meredith takes a long shot. Just off the rim. Went out of bounds.
Off the Green Wave.
Ooh. I think we got lucky on that, but we'll take it. Winterburn inbounds this to Still right underneath. Oh, denied by Nazif. That's what you just see that with authority. She just came in and slammed that down.
Yeah, you got to give her a shot fake.
Yep. Winterburn with Littlefield on her. Over to Jenna Shannon to Still. Still thought about going inside, but she was covered by Peck. O'Meara, she's going to bring it in on Burt.
Good take.
Laid it up. Yep, that was a nice shot by Jocelyn O'Meara.
Yeah.
So then you got Avery Littlefield's going to work it down. She's a young player too. She's a sophomore, but she seems to have good control of the ball.
She does.
And she's obviously, you know, been an important scorer.
Yeah,
I mean, 13 points.
Yeah.
On average. Dodge to Winterburn to Still. Jenna Shannon takes another long 3, just off the rim. Nazif comes down with the rebound to Avery Littlefield, who brings it in. Oh, nice take.
They've scored just about every way you can.
That's right. Jenna Shannon kind of working it around. She's got 2 Green Wave players on a Dodge, takes a long 3. Yep, nothing doing in that one. Burt came down with the rebound and gives it out to Avery Littlefield. Green Wave slowing this down a little bit. 21-8. First quarter is just about done. 30 seconds left. Oh, Burt with another long 3. She's hit a couple. Denied on that one. Jenna Shannon to Winterburn. Just get that one good shot. That's all we need here. Come on. Winterburn over to Still. Meredith thought about the 3. She backs out. About 14 seconds left. Want Winterburn to have it. Still. She's going to take a long 2. About 5 seconds left. O'Meara.
Get a quick shot here.
Well, the Grizzlies don't have time for one quick shot.
Yeah.
It's probably going to Dodge, I would think, right? Nope,
like
just
Reese.
Still. Reese
Good take.
dribbled it in. Yep, she took a good take, and that just went off the rim. So that'll end the first quarter, 21-8, and yeah, we were thoroughly dominated there. Offensively, the
Yeah.
Green Wave is really
Balanced.
looking well.
You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 of the scores, players that scored, and 21. So you're on pace to give up over 80. That can't happen.
Right.
Can't happen. So.
Well, the problem is even earlier in the quarter, they came up a couple times and stopped Nazif underneath. But now, all of a sudden, you had Burt and Peck hitting the out in three-point land, and now it becomes a lot more difficult for the Grizzlies to try to do that.
Absolutely. And although Reese didn't score on those last few shots she had, she did everything right. Squared to the basket, gave a ball fake one time. The next time, she found herself open, 8 or 9 feet away.
Took a step in.
Yeah, just didn't make it. So those are all the right things. If I'm Coach Bracey, I said, Reese, keep doing that.
Right.
Keep doing that. Those are going to fall. She's young again. She's a sophomore, and we can get her stay active next year. She could be a real dominant fit for us.
Oh, she's going to have to be, because Wonder Woman will be gone.
No. There's no more Winterburns in the pipeline. Huh?
That's right. Now, while not playing basketball. Oh, Winterburn with a long shot off the backboard. Come down, Peck over to Littlefield. I'm really impressed with her. That's a sophomore who's got it well together. She just went around 2 Grizzlies and just laid it up. And she's only, 5'2", I think it was. So.
And we talked, she put up 32 in a game this year, so she can score.
Yeah, and she's averaging 13, which is, I think, better than all our scores. Is that higher than Meredith?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, so she would be by far the lead scorer on our team. Winterburn out to Morgan Dodge. Dodge takes a long 3, just off the back rim. Still comes down with that rebound. That was a nice rebound by Still. Back to Dodge. She's going to go in again.
But you know what? I love that she attacked the basket. She picked up the foul.
Yep. So that'll put her on the line, and that's what has to happen. I mean, we need Winterburn, we need Dodge, and we need Still to be taking a lot of the shots, whether they're successful or not. Those are the ones that are going to do the scoring.
Ball needs to be in their hands.
Right. And we're going to hit the first free throw. So go to the line for her second. Oh, just off the back rim. Still came down, though, with the rebound. Back to Dodge. To Still on the outside. Thought about the 3.
Yeah, I thought she was squaring up there.
You can never quite tell with Reese.
No, you can't.
Out to O'Meara. O'Meara now with Nazif on her. You could just see the size difference.
She's huge.
I mean, yeah, she's very dominant out there. Winterburn now goes in. She had 3 Green Wave players on her, but still put up a good shot. Nazif coming down on Still. Oh, come on. That should be
a travel.
I would think that would have been a charge. Actually, Still looked like she got her feet down, but either way, went in the Grizzlies' favor. So Winterburn's coming down, just looking around. Over to Still. Back to Winterburn underneath.
That was nice.
They're just not dropping for Meredith. I think Meredith's getting a little frustrated too, but like you said, they got to just keep shooting and hopefully they'll start going in. Littlefield over to Healy. Out to Peck. Back to Littlefield. Again, she's just stepped around. She's very smooth player.
Yeah, oops, she got bumped.
Yep. Yeah, Burt got a foul here for the Green Wave. That's
just the first on
yeah,
her.
it's first on her, 2 for the team. Morgan's going to hit this in for Winterburn. Winterburn to Still. Over to Dodge. Ooh. Back to Winterburn. Still. Nazif on her, though. Oh, in the Dodge. Dodge went inside.
Yeah, and it was like a hot potato. She got rid of it. And now it's pulling up with her ankle.
Yep. Nazif thought about taking a 3. Into Peck. Nazif just outside. Just missed that. Peyton Duff's going to get back in this game. Probably for Morgan. Jenna Shannon. Tried to hit Still underneath, but Violet Burt jumped up and got it. To Peck. Peck came down and just laid one up. 25-9. Not looking good.
No, not the start we wanted.
Still to Jenna Shannon. Jenna back to Still. Nazif on her. Still moved in a few feet.
Again, did everything right. I'll take it.
Yep. And number 5, Morgan took a foul.
Duff's in the game for her.
Healy inbounding this for Avery Littlefield. Littlefield, the small point guard, looking around. She has good command of the ball, too.
He really does.
Littlefield takes a long 3. Oh.
Halfway down.
It did everything but go in.
Yeah.
O'Meara came down with the rebound over to Still, now up to Peyton Duff.
Let's see if we can get the Duff calming effect right now.
Yep.
Help us control things.
Winterburn. Ooh. Still almost gave that away. Winterburn got it, but
Out on her.
on Nazif.
Yeah.
I think Winterburn wanted a foul, but
I think so too, but she's
Yeah.
a little bit out of control. And if you're out of control, the officials are going to let something go like that.
yeah. We have Littlefield. Oop, came in. Jenna got a hand in there and hit it away.
Oh, jeez.
Winterburn.
That's a foul on
for
the
Burt.
Meredith.
Yeah, Meredith's getting a little frustrated.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Dover's going to take a 30 timeout here.
So you can see well, I can understand it, but a little bit of frustration
Yeah.
setting in now.
Well,
you know,
this is the point of the season where I had hoped that offensively we would have
started to gel.
started to gel and developed some good habits. Right now it's a lot of bad habits, and it's the weave back and forth and then chuck a 3. You know, there have been some really good moves by Reese and others getting to the basket, but we're 2/3 of the way through the season. We should be a little more comfortable in offense. We look uncomfortable.
Right. Everything looks like a struggle.
It does.
and
It's almost at the
even
point.
getting them.
I remember telling kids when I was coaching them, stop thinking. Stop thinking. Let your body do the work. Put the ball down, dribble, look to shoot, keep your eyes up the floor, and stop thinking about where should I be.
Right. It's tough. You got everybody who kind of wants to be the hero.
Yeah.
Oh, Nazif takes a long 3.
Good box out by O'Meara.
Yep. O'Meara comes down with that rebound. Duff to Winterburn. Winterburn again directing traffic to Still on top. Over to Duff. Come on, Reese. Move. To Gabby Millis. Gabby now with the ball. To Duff. To Still. I want to see Reese. That's it. Come on.
Yeah, take her to the
I want to see
basket.
her cut it in.
Good luck.
Oh, underneath Still over to Duff, but
Problem.
she's got Littlefield on her.
Oh, good cut.
Oh,
That was,
That
a
was
good
another
cut
one
by
halfway
Gabby.
down.
Yeah.
Littlefield feeds the Burt.
Oh,
Burt goes underneath. O'Meara's right there to
O'Meara
deny
did a
her.
great job just stepping right in and
Yeah, Jocelyn's
look.
good down underneath.
There's Reese.
Oh, there you go. That's what you want to see. Still with the nice layup underneath. Hey, we got to take the wins where we get them.
well, yeah, and you know how you score on that is you stop them on defense and you get a transition bucket.
Right.
Takes a
Down
lot of
Naz.
pressure off that offense.
Inside to Burt, out to Peck. Peck takes a long 3 off the rim. Burt's right there to get the rebound. Oh,
Mira's tough inside.
yeah, big fight underneath. Littlefield with it. Ooh, that went off the rim. Burt underneath, though, gets the rebound. Winterburn and O'Meara keep it away from Burt. Now Winterburn going to work it down the court.
O'Meara looks gassed.
Yep.
Cut off work.
That's the shot. Take that.
Still takes a long 3 off the back rim.
That's the one, though. Meredith did a good job driving to the basket. Defense collapsed into the lane. Reese is left wide open. So that's the shot you're looking for.
Right.
We're going to get Addie back in. 2 fouls.
Addie Glazer. We're counting on her to make the comeback happen.
That's right.
Oh.
Good. Nice give and
Got it
go there.
underneath the Nazif. Gabby Millis comes down with the rebound. Winterburn feeds still down low. I like that give and go down deep. That's what we need more of. So Reese gets 2 buckets in a row, right?
Yeah. Quick 4 points for her.
So Littlefield over to Peck. Back to Littlefield. Feeds Nazif. Nazif missed another one.
Yeah.
That's
And she looks like, you know, she wants to score. She only got 4 points.
right.
She wants to score.
We seem to be doing good on her.
I would say get it to her in the paint. She doesn't need to shoot a 20-footer.
Winterburn here with the ball. To still.
Drive. That a girl. That a girl. Good
She
job,
cut
Reese.
back on Nazif. That was a very good play. That's good. There we go. Reese, see, she had
I
those
tell you, Reese
few
is,
early
she's
misses,
doing
and
the
now
little
she's
things right.
getting into a rhythm. We're going to have Glazer and Morgan Dodge working back in the game. Ooh, Nazif kind of.
Oh, that's 2 on Meredith, I think. Yep.
Well, that's. So,
O'Meara gave great minutes. She just came out
yeah,
of the game.
O'Meara's coming out. She's gassed, but
She is,
played
but
very
boy,
well.
she worked hard down low.
Who else just came off? Oh, Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby came
Gabby.
out. Morgan came in.
All right, so Peck here takes a long 3 that missed. Everything still comes down with the rebound, the Winterburn.
Yeah, for as hot as they started shooting, they really have shot a few air balls here recently.
Yep,
Good take.
yep. Winterburn went in underneath, just missed that one. Oh, Littlefield tried to feed
This should have been a
number
grab.
23, Pelham, and then Morgan Dodge intercepted it.
Oh, boy.
Dodge, Winterburn comes up underneath. She's a little snake bit.
Yeah, and she rushed that shot.
So Healy out to Littlefield, out to Peck. Peck takes the 3 and hit it.
No, 2.
Oh, she was
Gave her
inside
2,
the line.
yeah.
Well, I'm elderly, so I'm not always seeing everything the way I should. So Winterburn now with the ball. Over to Still. Still's going to take a long 3 with 3 seconds left. Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
You had a
Little
couple
bang.
of Grizzlies going down,
Count
and I
it.
think Peyton got a little hurt on that.
Addie hit that shot there at the end. Watch this shot by Addie. Goes in.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I think Peyton's okay. They got tangled up.
Yeah.
Peyton and Meredith got tangled up under the basket. So a fury finish there. I don't know what happened.
Well, you know, we're within 10, but it could have been a lot worse
Well, listen, we held them to 6 that period,
that quarter.
that quarter, right?
And
So
what did
they
we
scored-
score that quarter?
We scored, oh, I need glasses,
Yeah, see?
9.
So
Right.
that was a lot more than we
They
got.
gave up 21 in that first quarter, and they did okay there in that second quarter. So we'll see. This is the point you said. If we keep it around 10 and going into the third quarter, we can't put the big goose egg up like you did against BG in the third quarter.
Right, and we're going to have to keep doing the things defensively that we've been doing. And
That's
like you
right.
said, O'Meara gave us good minutes. Duff gave us good minutes.
Yeah.
And once we got Reese
Yeah, Reese is on
starting to
track
hit
right now.
I think if we get Wonder Woman to start hitting a couple, we'll be in good shape.
I
So
agree.
we are going to take a break for halftime, and we'll be back with third quarter action here live from the Grizzly Den. Thank you.
Meredith. I'm Reese. I'm Dana. I'm Jenna. I'm Gwen. I'm Catherine. I'm Taylor. I'm Addison. I'm Madison. My name is Peyton. I'm Morgan. I'm Mia.
And you're watching GTV.
The Goffstown Shuttle is a comfortable and easy way for Goffstown residents to secure transportation for a variety of needs, and it's completely free. The Manchester Transit Authority is pleased to partner with the town of Goffstown to provide curb-to-curb transportation to the residents of Goffstown. We strive to bring an enjoyable riding experience that helps those in need of transportation. All Goffstown residents are welcome to utilize the Goffstown Shuttle, completely free of charge. Everything from getting groceries to needing a ride to medical appointments, Goffstown Shuttle has you covered. All buses are ADA accessible and people of all ages are welcome. Priority will be given to those over the age of 62 as well as those going to medical appointments. You are welcome to bring someone along for the ride if you would like to have a family member or friend with you. Passenger destinations are permitted within Goffstown and for medical appointments in Goffstown, Manchester, and Bedford. You can also gain access to any destination on the MTA system by connecting to Route 6 at the Shaw's Plaza. The MTA and Goffstown are looking forward to meeting your transportation needs. Give us a call now to schedule your first ride.
You're watching Grizzly Basketball.
Welcome back, Grizzly fans, and we're here live from the Grizzly Den on February 11th, right?
It is Valentine's week.
Valentine's week, right? It's Tuesday the 11th. Cold night out there.
Cold, snowy.
I'm sick of the snow. I'm sick of winter. I'm sick of all of it. But like I said, I almost don't want the season to end. Even this one,
Yes.
as miserable as it's been. So anyway, we had a little spurt of life
We
there.
did. Outscored
The end of the second
them
quarter.
9-6 there in the second quarter. So, we don't get behind so big early on. This is a really close game. So
Right. And,
this third quarter has been challenging for us.
well, we started thinking some of those shots that we were missing earlier in the game, especially Reese. She started lighting it up there later in the second quarter. We're waiting for Meredith to start hitting a few, too.
Yeah,
She's
at this point, Meredith hasn't scored yet. So
yeah, she's had some
unlike
tough
her.
luck around the basket because she's taken the shots. But, again, Wonder Woman is a team sport, so she can't do it all by herself.
That's right.
And we've done a decent job. I don't want to jinx us, but Nazif,
Yeah, she's had 4 points
Yeah,
in the first
so-
quarter, nothing in the second. And she looked a little
4 points and a half
Right.
for a girl who's averaging
18 and a half.
Yeah.
And
Almost
she
20 a
looked
game.
a little frustrated there in the second quarter, and she started taking those long shots.
Yeah, and getting a little chippy underneath.
Yep.
So. All right. So anyway, we got Avery Littlefield, who I think's been the most impressive player on the court. Inbounded this for Peck, back to Littlefield, out to Nazif. Nazif over to Burt, over to Healy. Oh, it was intercepted. Winterburn's coming in. Healy coming in on her. Oh, she got her hand in there, but they didn't call it. Now it's going to go off the Grizzlies. I don't understand why they didn't call a foul on that.
I don't either.
I really felt Healy got her hand in there and pulled Meredith down when she went in for that layup. Littlefield to Healy, out to Nazif. Nazif coming over center court. Winterburn on her. To Littlefield. Littlefield looking around. To Healy. To Peck underneath. Out to Nazif. Back out to Littlefield to Burt. Step back two, and she hit it.
Nice little shot there.
Yeah, Bert's been hitting a few.
Yeah.
And she's somebody who's only been averaging 5 a game. She's well over that now.
Yeah, she's got 10.
Nope, still tried to go with Jenna Shannon, but still making faces. She doesn't want to handle the ball. Come on, Reese, you could do this. Morgan Dodge. Oh, pulled up for the 3, just missed it. Still gets the rebound. Gives Morgan another opportunity from the same spot.
Yeah.
Nazif comes down with this rebound. Over to Littlefield. Littlefield pulled up, fed Burt for the long 3. Nervous every time Burt gets, or not Burt, that was Peck. Every time Peck gets the ball out there. Winterburn feeds Dodge down low. Dodge takes another 3. Nazif to Littlefield. Littlefield looks around now to Burt. Nazif, Littlefield goes in with it. Out to Peck. Healy, Burt. Nazif underneath. Put it up, dismissed.
Missed that easy one.
Yeah, Nazif, she's under the basket trying to put him in. Took her like 4 times.
Jenna Shannon with the foul there.
She looked like, for a minute there, she was looking like Angel Reese. And if anybody follows the WNBA, you realize Angel Reese is famous for
Trying to pat
taking
her stats.
18 shots and not get any of them in. But like I said, I don't want to wake a sleeping giant. Nazif hits her first free throw, and that gives her 5.
And the first free throw of the game for the Green Wave.
And she missed the second one. Winterburn now coming down the court, directing traffic. Why does it always feel like there's more green out there, huh?
Yeah.
Still with the ball. Over to Morgan Dodge. Addie Glazer feeds. Tried to go to Winterburn underneath.
Second too late on that.
Yeah, she had 2 Dover players on her. Nazif goes in, looked like a travel, no call. Yep. So Peck hit a long shot there.
And Peck's got 11.
Well, not the way we wanted to start this quarter. We don't got a bucket yet. Burt and Healy went in on Winterburn. Finally, Winterburn's on the other side of a foul. So that's Burt getting her second of the game. first of the half for the team.
Yeah, you know, we only had 2 free throws in the entire first half. And now we've seen 4 here already.
Winterburn hit the first one. Peyton Duff coming back in. So Winterburn got them both. Duff's coming back in for Morgan Dodge. Healy here is going to inbound it for the Green Wave. Grizzlies are kind of doing with a little bit of a semi-press here. Trying to meet him out at half court. Oh, Peck comes in.
Oh, I don't know why that wasn't
Nazif
over the back.
underneath. Still got
Missed
that ball.
another one. Oh, here comes Reese.
Oh, 4 players on her. Hits it out to Duff.
Peyton.
Duff's taking a long 3. Oh, just off. Nazif again. Like Green Giant out there just grabbed that ball. She's got a pretty commanding presence out there.
really
I know
does.
that she's going to take a 3, and she hit that. So now she's up to 8 points. So see how quick it can happen with her. Did a good job in the first half, but starting to warm up now. Duff here with the ball. Out the still. Oh, she took a travel.
Took that extra step.
She thought about going with the 3, and then she decided against it, but her feet, she didn't tell her feet.
Yeah.
So Healy to Littlefield, back to Littlefield. Littlefield looking around. Ooh, nice pass to Nazif. Feeds Burt down low.
Traveled.
And she got the travel.
Interesting.
So the Grizzlies get the ball back. 35-19. Grizzlies down by 16 now. Remember, we started the half down by 10. Jenna Shannon goes underneath.
Oh, good
feeds
look.
Duff. But Duff's like right
it out,
under the
yeah.
basket, so there's like nowhere
3
for her to
seconds.
go.
Oh, she called timeout.
Oh, Coach Bracy
gonna
calls
take
the
a full
timeout.
timeout,
Duff was sort of trapped under the basket.
Yeah.
Couldn't really do
If
much.
she couldn't get out, she was going to get called for 3 seconds or have a turnover. So good timeout.
Yep.
Good timeout. Yeah, I think,
They expanded their lead.
yeah, and the third quarter always seems to be trouble for us.
Yep.
I don't know if the other team has got a really good halftime speech or we just come out still a little flat in the third quarter, but we struggle.
Yep. We do seem to have a hard time adjusting.
Yeah.
And it's a continuing theme that's been going on for really most of the season. Even last week when we had that thrilling comeback win against the Blackbirds of Keene, it was the third quarter where it looked like it was getting away from us.
And all of a sudden.
And then all of a sudden we started making the comeback.
Yeah.
Again, there are some positives to take out of it, but unfortunately there's still those negatives
Yeah. And
of a young team.
And a couple of those negative things are compounded with, 2 or 3 negative things in a row. And then that's how you find yourself down 35-19.
Right. So we have the Grizzlies here going to inbound this here in the offensive zone. Oh, Winterburn tried to go to Still, but she tried to go to her by going over Lily Nazif, and you really can't do that. She's too big to throw the ball over her. So this will remain Grizzlies' ball if that ball went off Nazif. I keep thinking I would like to see somebody inbounding. I'd like to see Winterburn receiving than trying to throw these passes out. But that went to Duff, back to Winterburn, so that worked out. Duff, Addie Glazer feeds Still up on top. Back to Glazer to Duff. Duff is completely trapped by Healy. Winterburn now calms it all down. She's directing traffic. Over to Duff. Back to Still. Winterburn. Oh, feeds Duff down low. Oh. To Jenna Shannon, so it's going to be a backcourt violation. So that's a turnover. Nazif underneath. And she just turned around and Still put that up. Again, it's really hard to control her for the whole game. So she seems to be coming alive here in the third quarter. She's got more points now than she did in the entire first half.
That's right.
Littlefield jumped in front of Duff.
Whoa, we almost lost
that
everything here.
Yeah, I know. Aiden, you would almost have to come back out here. We almost
it would
lost
be
the
nice if
camera and the monitor.
Coach would have stopped that. Here comes
Yeah.
his ball. Watch this replay.
Pay to drop in. Pay to drop in. You walk.
That ball comes right at us. Ooh, right over.
Yep. So Littlefield here with the ball. Feeds it over to Healy. Healy kicks it out to Burt, who's wide open. Ooh, Burt missed. A rare miss.
Yeah.
For
But
her.
you know what? The Green Wave, what they really did nicely there is the ball was in the corner on this side, and they skipped past to the opposite side. And that's something we struggle with. We got to skip the ball to the other side of the floor.
Well, I think what's happening when we're going for it, unfortunately, we're getting too many turnovers. Oh,
Yep.
and here's another one.
Yeah.
Addie Glazer tried to control the ball, went off her foot. So these, you know, sort of innocuous type of little things
Yeah.
just start to pile up. So Littlefield to Healy, over to Peck. Peck underneath to Healy. Stopped by Still, and
Good
Glazer
job.
picked up the ball. That was a good steal for the Grizzlies. Jenna Shannon to Winterburn. Winterburn feeds Jenna again, Still down low. Just going to slow it down and bring it to the top. Back to Jenna. Oh, Jenna cuts in and again off her foot.
Yeah.
So another innocuous turnover. So we've had a couple now go off Jenna, and we had one now go off, who was it? Peyton.
Yep. Turnovers are starting to mount up.
Yep. So you got Littlefield here. Littlefield throws it out to Curry. That's her, I think her first. Mackenzie
Yeah, I was
Curry's
just saying, they
first
haven't
appearance of
subbed
the game.
very
Yep.
often, have they?
No, they really haven't. They've gone with the same people pretty much almost the whole game. Peyton Duff now with the ball. Still looked like she tried to work it in, but now's up on her. Now you got Winterburn. She's got Healy kind of all over her. Jenna tries to set the pick. That isn't going to work. It's still underneath. Back to Duff. Winterburn's going to take a long three, and she hit it. It was a nice shot by Meredith. Curry inbounds this for Avery Littlefield. Over to Nazif. Feels Healy back to Avery Littlefield. She draws the foul on Jenna. Wonder if we can go to Dover and recruit her.
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
I'm very impressed with this Avery Littlefield. She is only a sophomore. She's not intimidatingly big at all.
No.
In fact, she's more on the tinier side. She's 5'2", and she's very light.
She tends to be in the right place at the right time and doing all the
She
right things.
is only a sophomore.
Yeah.
She's averaging close to 14 points a game. She's at a season high of 32, and she's got to be pacing close.
She's got 6 right now. So
6. Feels
Yeah,
like
that's
she's
it.
had a lot more than that. But she's done a good job of handling the ball. Still now goes underneath.
Oh, nice take.
That's behind the back skyhook.
I like that.
Yes, I like the shot. Too bad that didn't go in. I wish that
That would
did.
have been a nice one.
Littlefield now with the ball. Oh, wisely, the Dover coach called a timeout. So as soon as they start to compliment Avery Littlefield, all of a sudden now the wheels fall off the bus.
You know, you have that effect on people.
Yeah, I seem to, yes. I'm very good at doing that.
That's right.
You want to get screwed up, let me know, and I can do that.
So I think the one difference I'm seeing between the third quarter and second quarter is that second quarter there was a great pace to the game, and a lot of our players look winded, you know. So there was, you know, good defense, good offense, a lot of movement. And here I feel like it's just a lot of standing around on our end.
Yep.
We need to play with that urgency and that pace.
Yep. Because you're right, that standing around, unfortunately, is leading over to turnovers, and it's
Bad
leading
habits,
to
laziness.
right. It's also leading, I think, to a lot of frustration.
Yeah.
You know, and what's happening is they're frustrating, and then they're forcing passes and they're forcing shots, and you know that's leading to even more turnovers because taking a bad shot is not a good idea either.
Not at
And
all.
we've had our share of taking good shots that miss.
That's right.
And those are the turnovers you can live with because it's got to happen. Like
can, that's right.
Still earlier took many shots and kept missing, and then all of a sudden at the end of the second
Clicked.
quarter
Yep.
started clicking. So you don't mind those, but when they're taking those real ill-advised shots are no good, and of course this is the outright turnovers because the ball's bouncing off your leg or your foot or you're passing to the other team. We just that's what we were doing earlier in the year. Littlefield feeds Nazif down low, and Nazif drew a foul. I think that's going to be on Still. Reese. Yep. That's her second? First?
Yeah.
So Nazif's going to the line for a second time. And she got the first one. O'Meara's coming back in. So she's coming in for Duff. By the way, Nia Brissett came into the game for Addie Glazer during that little timeout. Nazif takes a shot, slunk that in. Winterburn here to Jenna. Back to Winterburn. Winterburn brings it over center court. Tried to go in on Healy, and she did get around her. Oh, put it up. Brissett makes a good play, gets in and gets that rebound.
Yeah.
But still kicks it out to Winterburn.
This is the point we got to get the ball to the other side of the floor.
Well, especially with 3 players were on Meredith, so that meant somebody was open. Jenna takes a long 3. O'Meara gets a rebound, and that ends the quarter.
So tough quarter for the Grizzlies there, 5 points.
Yep. It's amazing. It wasn't a huge difference in the amount of points scored, but it felt like a lot.
They scored 14. It was 14-5, but yeah, you're right. Just felt one-sided.
Yes. And, you know, so this is where the game starts to get a little out of hand. So we ended at halftime 10 points down, and we come into here 19 now down after the third quarter. So once again, that third quarter has been an Achilles heel all year long.
Really has been. So let's see if they can bounce back and make a little run here.
In the fourth, yeah. We've been a little bit better in the fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be interesting to see what the stats are, because I can't remember one game, and I've been to almost all of them, including the road ones. I can't remember one game where we've actually looked really good in the third quarter.
No, I can't either. I was going to flip. I got most of the score sheets here just to see. Wyndham, 19-12, we were outscored. Nashua North outscored 16-11, 20-5 against Salem. Londonderry tied 16-16. So there you go. Those are the home games.
Yep. So Winterburn with the ball here for the Grizzlies. Healy on her, still sets the pick. Still now with the ball for Jenna Shannon. Goes around Curry, Nazif there. Oh, Jenna went right underneath, tried that hook. She got her own rebound. The set to Jenna. Jenna over to Still, back to Jenna. Feeds O'Meara. Oh, O'Meara tried to feed Meredith Winterburn, but Healy intercepted that. Is Winterburn going to get another? No,
called it on O'Meara.
O'Meara.
Yeah. Her first.
Jocelyn's looked well out here.
I thought she gave us really good minutes tonight.
Yep. I mean, you know, she's not gonna go out there like Steph Curry and score a bunch, but defensively, she's really like a rock.
Offensive foul.
54. Nazif.
Her second.
Addie Glazer's going to come back in, so she'll take out O'Meara.
I'd like to leave O'Meara in a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a
minutes.
couple times this year where you have Addie and O'Meara out there together, and that defensively they create quite a.
They do.
Because they're both hounds for those rebounds, you know, and we need to get a lot more of those. Winterburn to Still. Reese tried to go in. Feeds Winterburn. Winterburn takes a long 2. Still came down with the rebound. Good rebounding by Still.
Yeah, she's controlled the
Glazer
boards tonight.
Across the court to Jenna. Jenna dribbles under the basket to Mia. Set. Out to Still. Still goes in. Feeds Jenna. Jenna takes a long 3. Missed kind of everything. Winterburn underneath.
Good fight there. Good fight by the Grizzlies.
Drew a foul on Healy, so glad to see that. I think we're doing it. The Grizzlies were passing a lot on the perimeter, but then taking the long shot. When a couple times we've been underneath, we got to put them up.
That's right.
Winterburn hit the foul shot.
Now, one thing I don't keep track of are rebounds, but I would bet you Reese has 8 to 10 at this point. She's done a great job on the boards tonight.
So Curry substituted. Curry shifted out, and Burt comes back into the game. Littlefield now over to Healy. Over to Burt. Feeds Nazif down low. Nazif underneath. Addie Glazer on her.
Yeah. Tough to stop that.
Yep.
Like a freight train coming at you.
Yep. Nazif put it up from underneath. That's where she's going to feed underneath.
Yeah, yep, she reached on that one.
Yeah, she reached in and still, so that'll put Reese on the line.
I think
second foul for
on the floor.
Isn't that the second foul for her?
No, it's 3 for her.
That's 3. So she's going to come off.
Yeah, well.
Pellman comes in, Hannah Pellman. Oh, it wasn't a shooting foul.
No, I got her on the floor.
Okay, so Winterburn here. Oh, long 3 by Jenna. That 3 isn't working for her tonight.
No. Oh, good. Take it, Reese.
Glazer over to Reese still. Still tried to put it up, but Healy comes down with the rebound. Feeds Littlefield. Littlefield looks like, oh, nice feed out. The Pellman out to Littlefield, takes a long 3, missed. Littlefield works it in. 3 Grizzlies on her. It was stolen, I think, by Jenna Shannon.
Yeah, it's amazing how evenly matched it looks once Nazif comes out of the game.
Oh, still went to put that up, and did they call a foul or no?
No.
They just called it out of bounds. Still grabbed her wrist to show that.
Littlefield hit her right here, blocked the shot. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like she did get a piece of it. Ooh, Addie Glazer fighting for Burt. Oh, here we go. It's going to be a jump ball. Travel.
First.
Oh, that's even better. That's better than a jump ball.
It is. You could have called 3 or 4 things on that, but I didn't think travel was the one he was going to call.
No, I know. It was jump ball, foul. Could be
I
a
heard
lot of
timeout by the other coach.
Yep. Jenna Shannon. Oh, off her foot again. Ooh. And then
There's a jump ball.
Now there's a jump ball. So you had Littlefield and Winterburn going for it.
Yep.
So this will be green wave ball. Healy. Over to Littlefield. Back to Healy. Fired it down to Burt. And Burt worked it in. Still Glazer.
Jump ball there. Should
Still
be us
Glazer
now.
and Burt. So Goffstown's control now.
Yeah.
24-43. Yeah, Winterburn working her way down the court now. And laid it up. That was a nice shot by Meredith. Came all the way in, pretty much unchallenged. So you have to take and hit those. Burt with Brissett on her. Burt's going to bring it all the way down.
Travel.
And she traveled and still.
Reese did a good job stepping over to cut her off.
And she looked like she had her feet set.
Yeah,
so
she did. Nazif's coming back.
So she's going to go in for Burt.
Quick breather for her.
Well, I think Grizzlies got to keep driving to her. She's got 3 fouls, so maybe. Oh, Meredith took a long 3.
Kind of gave
Even
a look
her,
like,
she's like, oh, kind of missed everything there.
Yeah.
Oh, Healy now with the ball. Over to Littlefield, back to Healy. Littlefield over to Nazif. Oh, she was going in to feed Peck, and Reese jumped in. Green Wave inbounding this. Healy to Nazif. Nazif turned and took a shot. Missed. Now Winterburn works it down. Oh, that's hit away by Healy.
Yeah.
So this should be Grizzly possession. So Winterburn's going to inbound this. Feeds Jenna. Healy takes another 3.
Oh, it almost got wedged in there again.
I know, and that was a real close one. I thought that might have been gone in.
Green Wave have numbers here.
Yep.
Oh,
Nazif.
Reese got hit in the cheek.
Got a shot to the jaw.
Oh.
Then you had Pellman take a long 3-pointer.
Yeah.
She hit it. It's going to be a foul, I think.
She
54
pushed her.
green. So Nazif gets her 4th foul.
Who?
The basket will count.
Yeah,
Nazif.
who scored the basket?
I think it was. Who got that basket?
23.
Oh, 23. That's right. It was Pellman.
Pellman.
So you got Still now with the ball. Yeah, she did take a shot in the jaw.
Yeah, she really did.
Set and Mackenzie Curry over there fighting. So
Yeah, she
Grizzly
watched that
maintains
replay
control.
again. She just elbowed her.
Still with the ball. Kicks it out to Glazer.
Oh, good look.
Oh,
That
had
was a
Meredith
really
wide open
good look.
underneath,
Yeah.
but Healy reached over and
Yep.
did a good job defensively. Obviously, Healy's defensive assignment is Winterburn, and that's
been
not
all
easy.
over.
It's got her hands full, but she's done a fairly effective job. Winterburn's had some looks earlier in the first half that just weren't finishing, and now she seems to be heating up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And
She
you
had
know,
no points in the first half, so
yep.
she has heated up a little bit. We'll see if they can get a little quick run while Nassif's on the bench with the 4 fouls. But yeah, that replay, that last one, she just gave a big elbow.
And that wasn't even the foul.
No, there was. That's what
The
they call
foul
it.
was, I thought it was 54 for push.
Yeah, Nassif. She
Oh.
elbowed her in the face. Yeah. So Reese is still hanging in there. She's played every minute of the game.
Oh, hit away by Little. She brings it down and does another layup. Avery Littlefield, player to watch for Dover.
You're a big fan of hers, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, she's fun to watch.
Oh, Jenna Shannon here with the ball. There was a whole series of stuff that went on there, and I just was watching it. Oh, Jenna tried to feed Mia Brissett, but that was intercepted by Peck. Now Healy to Littlefield. Over to Peck in in Vaughn's corner, and she's nailed a few from there. O'Meara's coming back in.
For Reese,
She'll take out Reese. That'll be her first time coming to the bench. Yeah, Reese is still a little bit of discomfort, but I think she's had a pretty good
really
game.
nice game, yeah. And she's put every minute into it. She's played the entire game.
Yep, she's been a workhorse tonight, so you know, she had a tough time early in the game, but she started to hit those shots later. We have Healy and Littlefield going for this rebound. Littlefield comes away with it, goes in on Jenna. Tried to lay one up, just missed. O'Meara came down with the rebound, so now Winterburn with the ball. Winterburn works it over center court. Over to Addie Glazer. Glazer takes a long 3. Oh, just
had 2 really good looks there.
Yep. Peck came down with the ball.
Maybe you better tell her she's got to chuck it from the side like she did.
Yeah, sidearm shot. Littlefield, Winterburn on her. Littlefield's kind of trapped. Yep, Dover coach Wiley calls a timeout. Yep.
Taking a full timeout.
So Avery Littlefield was really trapped in there, and the Grizzlies did the right thing by just sort of pouncing.
Here's the replay here, just kind of swarm her. And she was swinging those elbows, though. You got to be careful.
Yep.
Got to be careful. So 21 points.
Yeah, with only a few minutes left to go.
Not much time left to go.
Yep.
Got to finish strong. Got to finish strong.
So it looks like we're going to be 3-10.
Yes.
Safe to say. Little bit off for the playoff push, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance at this point.
I'm kidding. You don't have to look this up.
Unless they give, charity points away. You're right at the bottom with Spalding, Memorial, Merrimack, and Concord. So.
Of course, we do have a game against Spalding coming up, right?
Yeah. Is it home?
We might have another win on the schedule after all.
They're at Spalding. We won't even get to see it. I'm not going to Spalding. You might,
Yeah,
but I'm not.
that's a haul.
That's not
Spalding's a long way away.
Yeah, and it's what day is that?
Friday night, I think.
The 21st. So that's a Tuesday night.
Oh well, I'm definitely not going there on a Tuesday. So you're right. That would be the first game I missed this year, I think.
Yeah,
I've gone on.
You're a great season ticket holder.
I've been a trooper. O'Meara. Oh, O'Meara with a great steal on Healy, but that went off and got to Peck. Peck to Littlefield. Littlefield, Winterburn on her. She feeds Nazif down low. Addie Glazer on her.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
There's a lot of pushing and shoving.
Yeah, and then, I don't know why. A lot of people are getting hit in the head, and there's no calls.
Yeah.
Winterburn takes a shot. Oh, off the back rim. Burt hits it over to Healy. Healy's going to, oh, I'm surprised she didn't bring it right in. She kicked it out to Burt. Winterburn with the ball. She's working it down the court. Minute and a half to go. Winterburn. Addie Glazer ran into Healy, trying to set a pick a little too aggressively.
Yeah.
That's White 14. Yep.
3 on her.
So Curry and Pellman are coming in.
Oh.
And for the Grizzlies, making her first appearance of the game is Catherine Jones. So she's coming in for Addie. So the game has been a little chippy.
It has been.
I think the refs let it get a little out of hand a couple times, but
yeah, I agree.
O'Meara with the ball to Winterburn. Winterburn tries to go up underneath. Wow, that was a nice spin shot. Yeah, she took a good shot there. 28-49, so we're 21 down, less than a minute. Healy feeds underneath, and Curry got that rebound and put it up. And she got that basket. Winterburn now with the ball. Feeds Jones back to Winterburn. Winterburn's going to take a long 3, and she hit it. That was beautiful. Nothing but net. So Grizzlies are going to take a timeout.
Yes.
20 down. I think a lot of that, too, is to get Gwen McDonald in the game.
Get her in the game here.
So we'll get a couple of players that don't get a chance to get in that often to get in. I'm curious if Dana Still's going to make a appearance.
Dover's put up 10 points this quarter. The Grizzlies have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
All by Meredith.
Yep.
So.
And again, it was the, well, it's going to be more than that, but the biggest difference in the game was really the third quarter.
Oh, it was,
yeah.
Whatever
that's where it started to get away.
Yeah.
So
well, and the rough start. It was 21-8 after the first.
That's true.
That's a rough start. If that's a little bit closer to start the game, do you even it out in the second and third quarter maybe? But tough to dig. This team can't dig out of a hole real easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it looks like they're going to finish about their average.
Yep.
Well, a little less, and we're going to finish at around our average.
Yeah.
Because we're only averaging.
They're less because they're usually in the 60s. So we did a good job defensively.
Oh.
Timeout.
Well, the Green Wave's taking a timeout.
Guess he didn't want the 10-second call. He's up 20, so. Doesn't he know we got interviews to do?
That's true.
My goodness.
So what do you think? Are we doing 1 or 2 interviews?
Wow, I don't know.
The fans want to know. Are they going to stay tuned in?
Well, they should always stay tuned in.
That's right.
Just
get your fix of Bob and Rob.
Never know what's going to happen.
That's true.
We got Aiden holding it down for us back in the studio.
That's right. So I think it's safe to say we'll be talking to Meredith.
Yeah,
for sure. And of course, Coach Bracey will have to come out and get his beating.
That's right.
So we just have to decide if we're going to do a second interview or not. The Green Wave went to inbound this.
Catherine there.
Yep.
Tipped it out. Double tipped, I guess. No, their ball.
It's still going to be their ball. As Healy tried to feed Littlefield. Healy does feed Littlefield, but she's got Gabby and O'Meara on her. Now it's going to be a backcourt. Healy threw it back for Curry.
Yep.
And Curry picked it up, so it's going to be Grizzly ball. 12 seconds to go. Let's just hope everybody keeps it clean now. No fouls, just
finish the game.
Ride this out. Winterburn feeds Jones. Oh, Jones right underneath. O'Meara gets the rebound and put it right in. Again, Omira deserves some points too because
Yeah.
she's really put in some effort tonight. Played very well. Littlefield will just hold on and that'll kill the clock. So Goffstown Grizzlies struggle here tonight once again with the scoring, 33-51 against the Dover Green Wave. So
Outscored them 11-10 that period, but the gap was just too big to come back.
too wide to overcome.
Yeah.
So the Grizzlies will drop to 3-10 on the season.
Yep.
And there'll be another game, again, weather permitting, on Thursday evening. And who do we play on Thursday?
That's Manchester Central.
Manchester Central. What's their record?
We don't have. Oh, we do have
Is
that.
that a game we have a...
They're 6-6. They're right in the middle of the road.
500, so, you
I
know.
imagine they're equivalent to a Keene, so I think you could beat them.
Well, if we play up to our standard, better than our standard. If we play defensively up to what our capabilities are.
Well, I'll tell you, if you would have told me before we started that we're going to hold Dover to 51 and Nassef, the best player on their team, gets 14, I said, this game's close.
That's right.
And it wasn't.
Yep.
So-
Unfortunately not.
They have a great supporting cast. They have a lot of young players. I mean, you were very high on several of them, but you should be. They're really good.
Yeah, no, I liked watching Dover play. They seem to play pretty good. They seem to be pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Again, another hopefully learning moment for the Grizzlies.
That's right.
It's been a tough season, a young team. So anyway, we'll be back at some point for some interviews.
That's right.
So we'll be doing at least one. And, of course, Coach's Corner. So you got the Rose Between Two Thorns and Coach's Corner coming up. So fans, stay tuned. And hello, Grizzly fans, and we're live from the Grizzly Den where we're doing the Rose Between Two Thorns, and guess who the Rose is? Well, it's me, of course. No, Meredith Winterburn, or as Rob likes to say, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman made an appearance tonight. Unfortunately, the result was not what we wanted to see. So, Mayor, you know what's killing it? The third quarter. What is going on in the third quarter?
You know, I mean, I wouldn't even say the third quarter wasn't our best, but I don't think it was as bad as the first quarter this game.
Well, that's
but,
21 to
but
8
yes,
first quarter.
Yeah. You know, back when Coach Largy was still our coach, he used to say that we were not a third quarter team, and that would make us not be a third quarter team. So we've been still trying to beat that stigma there, but I honestly couldn't tell you. I think it's more energy effort than it is being tired and anything like that. It's just more mental effort than physical effort after the break. But yeah.
You had quite a second half. You put all 14 points in second half. And I think it was the fourth quarter. You scored 9. Their entire team scored 10. So it was 10-9, but Meredith had all 9.
Well, at one point, we had 9 points in the fourth quarter, and she had them all.
Yeah, she did. She ended up, I think, with all of them in the fourth.
No, there was somebody hit a bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn hit that one, yeah, at the end.
And you fed her.
You did.
Yeah. Well, I fed Catherine, I think. I think she got the board after I
okay.
fed Catherine.
She did.
Yeah.
But Wonder Woman was up to her usual tricks again. But so one of the things I did notice tonight, there was a rough start. There were some rough patches during the game as well. Emotions are getting a little high. I think frustration sets in. I think your biggest challenge in the next few games is that Wonder Woman figure, that captain, that senior, is to keep everybody in check.
Yep.
So talk a little bit about how we move forward. There's still, there's still a lot of basketball and a lot of winnable games on the schedule.
Oh, yeah.
How do we move forward?
Well, I mean, this hasn't been the easiest season for us, and I think that it's starting to get to a few of our teammates, and I can understand how that happens, but I think at the end of the day, we just kind of need to get over that in order to win these winnable games, because I honestly thought tonight was going to be one of those winnable games, and the outcome wasn't what we wanted, but I don't think it's because of our skill or our lack of skill, I guess. Sorry. Tried to think of something on the spot there, but I think it's more of our mental effort, and after feeling defeated for so long and so prolonged of this season, it does get hard, and it's just that we need to be mentally checked in before every single game, and I just don't think we were there today.
Well, I'm confident Wonder Woman will take care of us, but it was the first thing I noticed, towards the end of this game here, was our emotions have been in check all season. We've been locked in, cheering each other on, and that kind of fell apart a little bit today. So take care of them, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I did feel there was a lot of emotion. It was a chippy game.
Yeah.
I was also at BG, and I felt, again, defensively, I mean, we've been ragging all year how we don't have the ability to score with a lot of these teams. So we have to keep the games low scoring to really have a shot to win.
Yeah.
BG was 16-16 at the half.
Yeah.
And again, the third quarter killed us. And we still had some shot there at the very end, but it was tough. And then, of course, in this game, we came out defensively, and we were talking the pregame a lot about Nazif, and she's averaging close to 20 a game.
Yep.
And we held her to 4 in the whole first half.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of that.
No, I wasn't actually.
Yeah, and then she blew up in the second half. But we did a good job defensively, but once again, we seem to then lose focus. Is that what you feel it is? It's mental there, too?
Yeah, I think with the BG game, we were almost surprised at being tied at the half, because a few of us just went into the game thinking, oh, they're so much better than us. And again, we need to be mentally checked in before every single game. You should never be thinking that you go into a game losing. But we ended up tying at the half, and then we're like, okay, we're all right. Let's settle in here. You can't settle in against a good team. And that, I think, was also one of our issues today, is we're settling in when we get momentum, and you can't do that. You kind of have to keep pushing. You have to put them away. You have to keep the tempo up. You just kind of have to bury them whenever you can. And whenever you get a chance to get your hands on them, you have to. And I just don't think we were there for the BG game. I don't think we were there in that sense tonight either.
We're going to get emotional next week because it's senior night. All right. So we don't want to see you leave.
Remember when you were a baby, Meredith?
I'll forget to ask this question next week, so I'm going to ask it tonight.
Okay.
You're heading into the second half of your senior year.
Mm-hmm.
What happens to Meredith after graduation? What can we expect? Where's Wonder Woman going to go and do in the future?
She's going to be famous, right?
She's gonna be.
I hope you don't
famous.
forget about
Don't
her.
forget us.
No, I'll shout you out.
Don't
when
forget
I'm
about the
famous,
little
don't worry,
people.
guys.
That's right.
Well, I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to go to college, but I do want to go to college. I'm majoring in biology. I want to be a pediatrician. So I'm going to go with pre-med route wherever I end up, and I really hope to become a doctor. So I'm really, really, really excited about
I'm
that.
positive you'll do well. I
Thank
just
you.
know that. But
But if you go into geriatrics, keep us in mind. You know.
I'll sign you guys up.
after a couple more seasons here. Good. No, I didn't know. We never had that conversation. So
Yeah,
Well,
I'm really excited.
Again, Meredith is, you're right up near the top of the class, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm number 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh,
See?
I love it.
Subtle
Love it.
flex.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. So next game is Thursday, which
Yeah.
is kind of a substitution
Yep.
game. And that's, again, weather permitting, and hopefully, God willing, we'll get the game on.
I know, I know.
How do you feel about Thursday's opponent, Manchester, right? Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
Central.
one of those
Central.
teams you cannot underestimate. They're very, very, very athletic, and what they lack in skill, they make up in athleticism. And so if we underestimate this team and we think we're going to go in and destroy them, then we're wrong. And something like us settling in, where that has happened in the past couple games, that could very much happen. I think they're a beatable team, and I think
I was going to say, that's one of those winnable games, right?
100%. If we show up, we need to
Right.
show up, and we just need to put our best effort forward always, and don't expect anything. Expect the unexpected, if anything.
Well, I think she's got the pregame speech locked up right here.
we go.
So
Yeah.
bottle that up for Thursday night.
I know.
Give it
I'm
to the
ready.
girls
I'm
and-
ready. I wanna win. We need
Yeah.
that momentum.
Absolutely.
Got another
That's right.
good one on Friday after that. So
Yeah.
That's right. Go out in the senior year on a winning note anyway.
I really
right.
hope so.
So, live from Rob Foreman, Meredith Winterburn, we will be back with Coach's Corner. So stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Goffstown fans, and we're here live in the Grizzly Den. I'm Bob Bertolucci, Rob Foreman, and here we're with Coach Bracey. So, tough game tonight.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough start. And we had a little bit of a breather in there where we played all right and then kind of fell apart again. So they're a good team.
Yep.
They played well. They have some good players.
impressed.
So
They
with
have
that.
some really good players.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a couple of them in a minute, but yeah.
Yes. The one thing is that I think we need to work on another halftime speech. I was telling Meredith that, all season long, and yes, we did get off to a slow start. We were outscored 21-8 in the first quarter, which is never a good thing. Like you said, we got momentum, but it feels like to me, because it happened when I was out at BG,
Yep.
third quarter is killing us night in and night out. Why do you think that is, you feel?
I mean, that's not just this season thing either for them. So it's a
Well, yeah,
multi-season
Meredith
things,
mentioned
right?
Right.
And I think part of that's mental, right? It's like they've got in their head now that that's a thing. So I haven't even mentioned that until after BG. Like I spent that long before I even said anything because they already think it, right? I don't want them to think it. I want them to get past that. But part of it's mental. Part of it is that shift in terms of we played a good first half. Not tonight, but like BG, that was a really good first half.
Correct.
And now we kind of fell apart a little bit because BG decided they were going to change their course a little bit, right? They just worked harder than we did in the third quarter. Part of it's mental. Part of it is maybe tired. I don't know.
Yeah, because it was defensively, we played really well with BG. I mean, like I
Yes.
said, we held
I would
them to
agree.
16. We've never been a strong offensive team, but I think we're giving BG, they had lousy shots or opportunities.
Yeah.
And they did their share of missing them, but then I felt that we lost all that defensive motivation, and we kept shooting the same, but defensively, we just weren't covering.
And part of that against BG was we found ourselves in man more than zone in the third quarter. And they started to pick that apart, and our help defense kind of disappeared on us in the third quarter against BG. So then we went full zone in the fourth quarter, and then things looked a little bit better, but the hole's already cut, right?
Right.
And then tonight, I think we just weren't quick enough in rotations. Those corner threes early in the first quarter kind of killed our killed us early on, and that was just us not being fast enough to get to the spots we need to get to.
Yeah, it almost seemed like the focus was obviously to double team their best player.
Yeah.
She gets the ball in the post, let's double team,
Right.
which is obvious.
Yeah.
But when they hit a couple of those, they were hitting from all over the place.
Yeah. But I think we were just like our wings were a step too slow getting to where we needed to be. Understanding that you have a lot of ground to cover, right? That's a lot of responsibility, and that's a tough position to put them in. But we just weren't quick enough to get to where we need to get to.
Yeah. I said to Meredith, I think her challenge, as I call her Wonder Woman now, her challenge for the remainder of the season is to keep the smiles up. It seemed like there were points in this game where there were, verge of tears, frustration, and that's going to happen. It's a long season. You're tired. It's the middle of winter. I just want some sunlight, whatever it is. I got an exam tomorrow. There's a lot going on. They're young kids. But this was the first game I could feel a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Talk about this last little bit of the season. How do you maintain that positivity? How do you maintain that culture of like, hey, let's finish strong?
Yeah, I think so. Last week was a weird week for us, right? We had a total of 1 hour of practice given the situations going on in the gym and in the snow. And then we would go to BG on 1 hour of practice 2 days before. I was not confident how that was going to look. I thought we played really well. Last night, late practice, right? And then today, just not where we needed to be. And I think that was frustrating us a little bit. I also think that while we tried to be physical with them, they out-physicaled us. And given that they outsized us and out-physicaled us, that got some emotions rolling on us. But I think we can bounce back from that. I think, honestly, looking at the rest of the season, we still have some good games in us. Which might surprisingly put us in a spot where we're okay, right, at the end.
I agree.
It's going to come right down to the end, though.
Yeah, and we talked about it on the air. If you would have told me pregame that you're going to hold them to 51 and their best player gets 14, I'm thinking we got a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Even after the first half, Nassif only had
She had
4.
four.
Right.
She
had 4. Yep.
Yeah,
and then 12 had. At that point, I think she only had 4.
Is that Littlefield?
Yeah, Littlefield.
I was talking about Avery Littlefield the whole game.
Yep.
I even talked to her after the game, and I tried to get her to move to Goffstown, telling her what a wonderful.
She's only a sophomore, too.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was telling him, and she seems to be very good at controlling the ball. I was shocked how many points she had. Actually, I thought she had a lot more.
That was
first
half points. She didn't have a lot. I think second half she opened up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I can look.
But even as she finished the game, she didn't finish with near as much as I thought she did.
She controlled tempo a lot for them.
She finished with 8, 2 each quarter.
So again, those are their 2 top scorers, right? And Nassif's averaging somewhere around
18.6.
Right. I'm not sure what Littlefield is up from that. There you go. So, right. But the other kids there stepped up. 25 stepped up.
And 3.
Bert stepped up. Yeah. Yep.
And I think that's a good talking point with the girls. Our girls is every night. Everybody's got to be ready to contribute. And, our Wonder Woman can get us 14
Only
points.
so much, though, right?
Right. Who's going to make that next big shot? Somebody's got to. And I thought Reese there was a stretch in there where she was doing everything right. The ball
not
fake,
getting the
go to
payoff.
basket, right?
But I think the more you do that, the more likely the payoff's going to come, right? So if we have that for 5 minutes and then it disappears versus 32 minutes of that, it's going to work out.
Yeah, and there were a lot of really good things that happened, periodically during the game. That little stretch that Reese had where she made some good moves, scored 6 quick points. I didn't keep track of rebounds. She had to have double digits rebounds.
Sure. Yeah, and she's pretty close to averaging around that this season for us,
which is impressive.
Yeah.
And then O'Meara comes in the game and gives you some really, really good minutes. She bangs inside. She
especially when we're facing a kid that's got 4 inches on our tallest player, right? We have to figure out how we play against size when we don't have size.
Exactly.
I think the 2 of them and Addie too do a really good job of playing punching above their weight.
I agree. But I wanted to recognize those because, we thought that last home game where Peyton was that calming influence and force for us is those girls. Reese has been there all season, but, O'Meara steps in and huge minutes and really does a lot of good things.
She does a lot of small things well, too, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the small things she does really well.
Yeah, defensively, she's definitely not anything to worry about, and she tries to pitch in offensively too, but mostly under the basket on both sides. She's really good. I even went over and talked to Addie's dad, and I talked to Addie after the game, and I told her if I have to get up during a game and have a talk with you, stop coming to the bench like all mad at yourself. I mean, she has been positive, a positive influence, I think, on the team. Even the fouls she takes are. You had to.
And if
no
we
choice.
think about her fouls from December to today, right? She's still fouling, but early in the season, those fouls were fouls we didn't need, and now they are actually legit. Like, that's a good foul to take, right?
Correct.
We've
That's what I was
shifted
told.
from taking cheap fouls and bumping people to you're walling up against a kid bigger than you, let's take that foul.
Right.
So
Good point.
Yep. And she was taking hits. Okay. So we'll put this in the rearview mirror. Next game, obviously, it's a makeup game. God willing, it'll go off because once again, we got more bad weather coming. I'm sick of that.
Yeah, it is, you know, at some point it's going to stop.
Yeah.
April or June or somewhere in there.
May.
Yeah.
Anyway, Manchester, good team. 500 record.
Yep.
Where I would hope we were. But anyway, I think it's a winnable game.
I do.
How do you feel going?
Yeah,
in?
I think it's winnable. I think it's going to be. We match up okay with them. They don't have anybody like Lily Nassif on that team, so size-wise we're okay. It's a matter of they are going to be a typical Manchester school and try to make it a rock fight. Try to like out muscle us, right? So I think we're going to be okay. You know, game plan is going to be: can we execute offensively? Can we take things away defensively? I mean, I know that's not saying a whole lot, but
No.
Well, you don't want to give away too much of the gameplay.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching tonight.
That's right.
Right, exactly. Mike Winters is on the other side of this. I know he is.
Super Bowl's over. What else we got to do? Baseball just started. So
That's right.
I think we're good. So we're
Okay.
going to hopefully get the game in Thursday night. I'm, if God willing, getting on a plane Thursday to go to Tampa. So
Oh, fun.
To
Hopefully
see Caroline.
it doesn't snow
yes.
down there.
No, it's 80 degrees.
Oh,
so I
wow.
got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So Bob will have a fill-in. We'll see who
Yeah.
that is.
I don't
Okay.
know. I'll
Special guest.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
have to see if I can get
we'll
someone.
find somebody else.
We would need somebody. You can't do this on your own.
That's
Well,
right.
we'll just see. I could do it on my own.
He can
but-
talk to himself. Don't worry.
I can talk to myself. I do often.
So hopefully we get off on Thursday night. If not, we'll bounce back next week
And-
for sure. We,
yep.
we got a couple games senior night, and
Senior
we'll talk
night.
about the seniors next week. But a big special night for them. So
So live from the Grizzly Den, Rob Foreman, Bob Bertolucci, and Coach Bracey here at the Coach's Corner. We'll see you hopefully Thursday night. Thank you, Grizzly fans.